back to our channel. It's really nice to see you again. We've just finished up a client's build and we're really excited to show you what we've done. So come on in and we'll show you around. Coming up is the full tour of by far the most colorful van we've ever created. It's a 2018 Ram ProMaster that we built in 2021, and I don't know how to say this, but we basically became way too busy and couldn't find the time to edit this video. So 3 years later, and here it is. The client had a tall order of features that they wanted, and with a lot of careful planning, we managed to fit everything inside. I will admit, at first I was a little skeptical of some of this client's color choices, but once everything was finished and they ended up having a van so fun and full colors, yet it still managed to feel elegant and homey. I also want to take a moment to thank our sponsor for today's video, BetterHelp. James and I moved from Whistler to Halifax during COVID, and while it's been amazing to get reacquainted with all of our friends and family, it's also been a transformative couple years. Between a big move, starting a full-time business, semi-retiring from that business, 2 engagements, and getting married twice, there's been a lot going on. You are so ready. And while all these things are amazing, life can be a little overwhelming sometimes. Okay. I feel like I've been working nonstop and I still can't get enough done. I mean, look at us. It took us 3 years to get this video out. And business is hard. Managing your time, expectations. We've gone through a ton of financial instability. It's really nice to have a trained therapist to help talk through some of these emotions. Luckily, finding a therapist at BetterHelp is pretty easy. Click a link in the description and you'll be taken directly to the website. We'll answer a couple questions about the type of help that you're seeking. From there, you'll be matched up with a trained therapist, usually in 48 hours. My favorite thing about the platform is how easy it is to switch therapists if you're just not feeling it with your current one. There's no friction at all. You just search through a list and find one that better suits you. I really do think that therapy is for everyone. So if you're interested in trying it out, click the link in the description and give it a go. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring our video. All right, let's get back to the van tour. Let's get into it. Starting at the passenger side, we have a complete kitchen setup with a large circular fireplace sink. We paired it with a champagne gold faucet that has a spray nozzle for easy cleaning, and it swivels around so that you can even use it as an outdoor shower, a dog rinse, or just a foot rinse. Beside the sink is a flip-up counter extension, so it extends towards the passenger seat on a Scopima swivel base. So when you spin the chair around, you've got an extra workstation. Or it can be used for extra space for kitchen prep. Down on the other side of the kitchen is a Furrion 3-burner stovetop and oven, which was a must-have for our client. Honestly, I think this thing is gorgeous. It's a sleek unit with a burner cover, so you can also use the top for prep space. Behind it, they wanted a colorful backsplash, so we painted this tile pattern on with colors we used in other parts of the van. Underneath the oven is a custom slim drawer to use the space that isn't taken up by any other working parts. There are 2 more base cabinets to the left, the first of which is a pantry. We drilled holes all the way up so the shelves were adjustable to ensure optimal storage. And at the top is a hidden drawer. Beside the pantry is a large open cupboard for storage of larger items. It also houses the supply plumbing and the drain lines for the sink. And on the drain side, we've used a HEPFO P-trap, which is lower profile than a standard P-trap, and it's also easier for winterization of the camper van because it doesn't actually store any water. All of the water in the van drains into a gray water tank mounted underneath the van. Around the outside, there is some extra storage in the toe kick of the cabinet, which would be perfect for extra shoes or dog items. The fridge is located just under the bed, and we used a large 4.3 cubic foot fridge. It has ample shelving and a freezer compartment at the top, as well as door shelves and a locking mechanism for driving. Behind the driver's seat is a fully custom, full-sized wet bath. It's a fully waterproofed enclosure with stainless steel hardware, waterproof lighting, storage caddies, a waterproof toilet paper holder, and an airhead composting toilet. The toilet is secured to a beautiful teak shower pad, which adds a little bit of visual interest to the space. There's a self-cleaning Nautilus RV shower door, and the shower head is fully adjustable and removable. Just outside the door is a fantastic vent fan. It has 3 speeds as well as reversible airflow, so you can suck moisture out or blow air in. Mounted on the wall next to the shower is some bamboo hooks, and just below that is a segmented full-size mirror. Finding a full-size mirror that fits in the dimensions of the campervan walls can be challenging, but I feel like this was a pretty good solution. Tucked down here behind the driver's seat is a custom storage locker for our client's desktop computer. We've padded the inside and made the cabinet lockable for extra security, and there's some extra storage underneath for miscellaneous items. Also tucked away here in the front is a blackout curtain, just to provide a little bit of privacy wherever you need it. And then over here in the doorway are more bamboo hooks. The upper cabinets fill the remaining space around the cabin, and they're one of our favorite design features of this camper. They feature natural wood tones with rattan shaker-style doors that give it a light and homey feel. The handles are a gold leaf pattern, and they also have recessed LED lighting underneath that brings a warm glow to the van. The doors stay open with these flap-stay hardware, and with the rest of the cabinets in the van, they have these latches to hold shut while you're driving. On each of the upper cabinets, there are open shelves, which are perfect for plants and other items to give it a personal decor touch. In the upper cabinet above the kitchen is the switch for the water pump, as well as the control for the instant hot water heater, so that you can easily access those controls when you need. The remaining controls for the van are on this side of the bench here. There are 2 light switches, one for the floor lights and one for the upper cabinet lights. Both on dimmer switches so you can dim things down in the evening while you're winding down. There's also the control for the Webasto air heater, conveniently located so you don't have to get out of bed to control the heat. And then there's USB charging and the control for the inverter for your 120 electrical use, anything with a 3-prong. Underneath the seat is a large bulky storage area, perfect for larger items. The cushions are custom sewn with fabric chosen by our client, and they're made with zippers so you can easily wash them when needed. This area also converts into a work or dining station, and the table is stored in this compartment just next to the bench. It's on a lagoon swivel mount, so you just need to slide this arm off, attach it to the bench, and then set the table on top. Finally, in the back is a spacious double bed. We designed the bunk windows and the sidewalls to act as natural head and foot extensions, and also add a lot of extra natural light. The windows open and also have bug screens so you can have fresh air without worrying about pests getting in. In the window frame, we installed another USB charger, perfect for charging your phone at nighttime. One of our favorite features of this van is the skylight. It's truly hard to explain just how much light this feature brings in, but we think it makes all the difference. It's also extremely functional with a sliding sunshade as well as a bug screen. And it also opens up either fully or at 2 lower settings, which are great for light rain. And of course, it locks into place. Stepping outside and around the back, we have a garage housing the utility area and some bulkier storage space. On the right, we have a light switch for a strip LED to make things a little easier to see in the evening. On the left side, we installed a custom bike slider for our client to safely store their bike inside, and we raised the bed to give it just enough clearance. We have heating pads on the fresh and gray water tanks, which are controlled by these switches, and there's also the level sensors for these tanks just below. To allow for better ventilation, we've added vent grates behind the fridge and into the electrical compartment. And the whole wall for the electrical side slides out for easy access. For shore power, we've installed this Noco exterior plug, and it kind of just blends into the black of the exterior of the van. The water fill port is located on the side of the van, and it's lockable to ensure no one else has access to it but you. The final feature of this van can be found on the outside. We used a ladder that could be attached to the back of the door without drilling, and we also designed a completely custom aluminum roof rack for this van specifically. We added composite deck boards for a large rooftop deck so you can soak in that sun from the comfort of your van.